Auth66. I'm pretty sure I remember that today is day 58. I think I remember that correctly. Itchy chin today. So I've had funny sleep the last couple nights, dealing with some dizziness overall. But it has me kind of introspective. I get in these moods, so to speak. And has me like evaluating or thinking about things that maybe I wouldn't always think about. Some really weird dreams that are contributing to that too. And not weird like yellow banana showed up talking to me. Just things that stay with you the next day. How's that? And today it has me reminiscing on, or maybe ruminating, that's probably the better word, on, what do you do in each day? This is something I ask myself quite often, to impact someone's day. All the things that you could do in a day that might leave words with someone that are negative or positive, might make somebody feel a strong emotion. I mean, ideally it would be something positive. Not always that way, and not always intentionally that way either. But it's something I like to think about because I think for me it brings a level of care that I value in the world. Just consider like what my words might do. And, though I'm not talking about company culture, to jump off my friend Tara's post today, sometimes your words that you leave can have the biggest impact. One of my favorite things that I like to do when Employee Appreciation Day comes around is to handwrite a note for each staff member that just says thank you, but also something that I appreciate about them specifically. And it forces me to sit down and really think about what's great about them. And it shifts my mind into the positivity surrounding them, which can affect how I feel about them. And I think that's so true. Like, our words are powerful to the people around us, but how we shape our words around people also changes how we feel about them. And for me, I kind of want to try as much as I can, whenever possible, to leave each day with something good in it. Now listen, I can rant like the best person. I can go off when I'm frustrated. But if my intention is to harm somebody, that's not great. If my intention is to do good, is to give back, is to make things better, then I can kind of, meld those two things together. But something I'm reminded, and I remind people around me a lot too, is like, when you're done the rant internally, try to remember to have grace. We have a job posting up right now, and there's some people who submitted, and their applications aren't, some of them are great, but some of them that are applying, they've forgotten, little things. And I'm talking to the committee that's like looking through the resumes, and I'm like, don't be so caught up on the little mistakes if the experience goes along with it. Have some grace. We've all done that, where we did something and we were excited and we submitted and we went, oh, I could have done this part better, right? So my want to leave good words out in the world, or good deeds out in the world, has a lot to do with being an example of what I would like those around me to do. And pointing it out isn't about my own gratification for what I've done that's great. It's more so to be like, if you appreciated this, if I applied this towards you, then how can we apply this towards the team? How can we apply this to the external world, to clients? Because, we all have different shifts of moods and bad days. And I mean, sometimes that just is the way it is. And sometimes we can get pulled out of it by those around us. Just taking a moment to try and be kind and do something to give back in the world. And I think it's really easy to think about, you know, all the things that go wrong or that we're frustrated with or we're angry about. Like I said, I can rant with the best of them. What's harder though is to take that and go, I acknowledge it, and now how am I going to move forward? How am I going to either make change by changing where I'm at, or how I approach or how I think about something, or how do I remove myself from the situation? And trust me, it is so much easier said than done. I'm aware. I think though everything is about intentionality and just trying to approach it with a little bit at a time. And I mean, if the purpose of Auth66 is to put ideas out there, maybe my idea for anyone listening to this is that there's something that, you know, has set you off today, try to apply that same logic once you're done being mad. Acknowledge your feelings, let them out. No one's looking to suppress a negative emotion. They're important. Conflict is important to getting things done, but it's how you use that. You know, it's just like when you go to a conference, you can learn all the things that you want, but you have to come home and execute on it. You can feel all the feelings of frustration that you want, or anger, or, you know, in my case here, dissatisfaction. But what are you going to do about it, right? Because feeling the feelings is only one part of the journey. It's what happens next. And, you know, if you're feeling like the world is overwhelmingly tipped in one direction, then to me, the only way to tip the overall energy is to try and put good things and good deeds out into the world, because it's the only thing that might make a difference. Karmically, anyway. I don't really know what the rules are. I don't even know if there is rules. It's just what feels good. So today I'm going to say, try and see what you can do to be aware of how your words impact those around you, and what people appreciate about the things that you do, so that you can just do more of it. See you tomorrow.